Game 1. Or 3. I'm not sure.
Measles were largely wiped out in the U.S. What's the explanation for these cases here?
Infants dead, young babies traveling overseas who've never been vaccinated.
No,
like you said,
no priority.
Measles is endemic across the world outside of the United States.
Never hit the field. Never hit the field, right?
With you, and they become exposed. Measles is highly contagious. So if you're simply in the room with someone who has measles or on an airplane, then you're going to contract the infection yourself. And then 7 to 10 days later, you're going to be back in the United States giving it to everybody else.
Is it airborne? Is it spread through droplets?
Sure.
How does it contract it? If it is, it's a question of being in a room with someone.
It is a virus, and it is airborne, and what's important to know is it persists for hours after the infected person leaves the room. That has special implications, of course, for people who are traveling overseas. And the symptoms, again, don't start for 7 to 10 days afterwards, so there's plenty of time to spread the measles to everybody else.
Tell us about the symptoms. What are we looking for?
The first thing a child with measles gets is a high fever. Then they're going to get a runny nose and a cough and a pink eye, if you will. So far, families and doctors may think, oh, it's just a flu syndrome or maybe a bad cold. But after about 5 days, they start getting a rash. It starts at the head and works its way down the
matter, I'm confident.
Many American doctors have never diagnosed measles.
I am removing them.
They get very, very sick.
It won't matter who I'm checking out for any end.
If a young child with an infant,
so this is just any two? Yeah. That's freaking awesome.
Well, the important difference is very young infants don't have the ability to fight the infection, so they get a more severe case of measles. Most adults have already been exposed to it, so for them it's not a problem. But for infants under 6 months of age, they can get respiratory problems, they can get a brain infection as well. They have the highest rate of hospitalization from measles and the highest death rate. So we normally immunize infants for measles at about the first birthday. But for an infant who's traveling overseas, they could be in great trouble for contracting measles.
Wow, what can be done to prevent then a large-scale measles epidemic, and specifically if these children are getting this overseas and then bringing it back on airplanes? That raises a whole different sort of area of concern.
It sure does. It's an emerging illness, if you will. So everyone has to make sure that their routine immunizations are up to date. And before you travel overseas, you need to make sure, have identified
46 minus 18 is 3,000.
For young infants below 1 year of age, you become an accelerated schedule before you take them out.
It comes down to 200, and then we'll fill it in.
We also have to improve physician awareness, and the American Academy of Pediatrics, as well as the CDC, are working to make sure that America's doctors, particularly pediatricians and family care doctors, are aware about measles and what to look for. And when they see a child and they suspect measles, there has to be immediate, rapid isolation to protect them from spreading the infection. Can you imagine one of these children coming back home and going to daycare the next day and giving this measles to 100 other babies?
Go ahead.
And finally, we have to boost our surveillance, looking out for young children coming in from overseas to make sure that someone from another country isn't bringing measles into the United States.
And what countries are we most at risk of contracting measles?
The World Health Organization has identified 48 target countries. This includes China, India, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Vietnam, a very popular travel area, Afghanistan, and Cambodia. But it's also important to note, these countries are the list of the leading immigrants. These people travel to other countries like the United Kingdom and others. So if you go to Western Europe, you may still come in contact with someone who has measles.
All right, Dr. Bill Lloyd, as always, lots of great information. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
We'll talk again soon.
Okay. Well, you're a recent college grad and you need work. Where do you go? We've got the top 5 cities to land a job. That's coming up.
Normal.
Let's welcome Beast and exchange students for the X-Men school. So what do you guys say?
Bankrupt. Sure.
What about ways to save people money?
You're talking to
I like your hair.
Agents, please. I don't know what the X-Men do at their school, but I hope they're treating our guy better than we're treating Beast.
He's a dark. He's 25. He needs an art, Back. Yeah.
Not cool. We are.
Go. Back. Sure. How much you mean? You're at 58. 58 to 20.
I'm going to bring a pop quiz on your least favorite subject. Math. Well, the good thing I got my own shoes.
Take on the day with 100% pure Florida orange juice. My cream is what makes Doppel fettuccine Alfredo so delicious. Figure fine it's the best. Deliciously rich. Flavor.
Together at last.
20. Sure.
Doppel's farmers harvest with side of lightly sauteed farm-picked vegetables. Find more ways to get.
How was that for us? Doing.
Good. You can return limit reverse, call the haunted.
A card or a monster?
Card.
Shoot.
You can return all the oppression in black way. Nope.
Or? Sure. Sure.
Charge?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
In America, there's an energy you can feel. Energy created by American workers and American jobs. Jobs that will get our economy back on its feet and make us more competitive. Jobs powered by affordable energy.
Normal.
Generated by our most abundant
The normal good.
coal.
Someone is fine.
The source of
Then I change her.
our electricity. It is.
I can't, I'm not negating it, but then after someone is successful, I throw on some shit.
I automatically go there.
At Angie's List, you'll find reviews on everything from home repairs to healthcare, written by people just like you. If you want to save yourself time, avoid a hassle, go to Angie's List.
At Angie's List, you find the right person to do the job you need.
And you'll find the right person quickly and easily.
I'm busy.
You're at 28?
From roofers to plumbers to dentists and more. Angie's List.
It's normal, I think, yeah.
Oh, Angie? I have always been that.
I hate this card so much.
Looking for a meaningful relationship? Find God's match for you at ChristianMingle.com.
No, I hate this.
Don't have you wait for God to make the next move. When God is saying, it's your time to act.
I don't even know. It's
It's
actually
yours. Join free now at ChristianMingle.com.
Don Lennon is in Manchester, New Hampshire, where some GOP contenders hoping to replace President Obama are positioning there this weekend. Don?
Set. Go ahead.
Hey, Jeff, how are you? Yeah, we are here, and a lot of people want to take President Obama's place. And they're talking about a lot of issues, specifically one that has become a big issue for the Democrats, and it's one that the president could inherit himself if it's not taken care of. I want you to listen to a couple candidates, a couple people who are going to be here at this debate, and they weighed in on the Anthony Weiner scandal. Take a listen.
Step down, what do you think?
Whatever he wants to do, it's his decision.
I have a feeling he'd play GED too.
He's a negative for Congress, it's a negative image.
Right.
I think it's a negative.
Because he wants to incorporate everything in one
I
deck.
hope he doesn't. because there's all this partisanship going on.
Limit reverse?
Sure.
Boy, I mean, what a horrible time she must be going through, and that's the real tragedy. What he's done to himself, what he's done to his family, and to the deal to him.
Yeah, I'm going to have to scoop. You got this. I can't come back.
They'll be talking about at the debate. But they also talked about social issues.
Top tech industry.
You got this.
You got this. You got this.
Hey, you came 3.